my weight loss strategy, plans, all that good stuff. And the reason why I want to discuss it because I would love for all of you to journey with me as I lose the weight. Um, I've lost weight before. I've gained weight as well. My weight has gone from uh, it ranges like anywhere between 180 pounds all the way up to 275, and then I'll lose it again and regain to 230, lose again, then regain to 250, lose again, and go to 220, lose again, and go to 270. It's always a yo-yo effect. So, and I think with me, it's typically because I I would say that probably because I get sort of lazy. Uh, Before it was like I would lose the weight because I had a purpose. For example, wanting to get married. So that's a good strategy, right? You lose the weight, you get married, and then you sort of get relaxed, lackadaisical. Of course, during that time, I was going to school at the same time, and school takes a lot of time, and then you stop exercising, and because of that, you start to gain the weight back. And I've tried so many different strategies. The one that typically works the best for me, but it's more time consuming. Is I typically just walk and I add some weight training, or I just do like push ups or leg uh, leg crunches, that kind of thing. So or lunges, what a lot of people would call them. So what? So I'm curious to know what are your strategies to lose weight? Because maybe if you were to share that with me, then perhaps I will be able to utilize that strategy to best uh, to help me to lose weight. I have reasons again why I really want to lose weight, and I really want to be back down at least to my wedding weight of 2018. And because what happened was in 2018, I looked really good. I was probably around 220, 215 when I got married. So that's what I know. For me personally, I want to get back down to, but I want to get back down there to that level by December if I could. At the moment, I'm around 270, which is quite high. I've only been at this weight one other time in my life, and has been the absolute highest weight that I've been at for quite some time. So yeah, my diet is crap also, and it's not a very good diet. My diet consists or did consist of eating late at night, eating after uh, 8, 9 p.m. at nighttime because, of course, my wife is really hungry, and she just gets off work and she's looking for something to eat. And then so I would eat with her, and then also eating like the junk food because it's easy, it's fast, and it just makes it more simpler to uh, to eat this kind of food. So as you can imagine, you're not exercising, and then the weight goes up because of the processed foods and the sugar and all that good stuff. So I know a lot about losing weight because I've done it so many times. But but that doesn't mean that I'm great at it or I have become the best at it. So uh, the only thing I know is like if I when I lose the weight, it's because I I work out. I work out. I do what it takes to lose the weight, and I stop eating after typically after like 6 p.m. I won't eat after 6 p.m. So I would do like an intermittent fast, and I would really lose the weight, and I would do so well. But then once I lose that weight, it's like, oh my goodness, what happens? It starts to come back, which really stinks. So um, yeah, I agree. One usually like the morning meal is like for me would be the biggest one, typically, and then the next big one will probably be lunch, and then the smallest would be uh, dinner. However, that has been for me. It has been switched. So we try to get back to a bigger breakfast, and then a small dinner would be great again. So, but they say that you should really eat 4 to 5, 6 small meals a day, which I find to be quite amazing. Because like if you're eating 5 to 6 small, it's like how do you constitute a small meal? You know what I mean? Like what is a small meal? Just eating like a couple strawberries, and then that's your small meal. Yeah, it's like so. What really constitutes a small meal? Because for some people, a small meal might be uh, having a hamburger and maybe a few fries, where normally their big meal would be like a plate full of food, or they go to like a buffet and they're eating a buffet, and that is their big meal. So yes, thank you for the invite to or for the welcome on D Life for sure. Yeah, it is all fat. So I have learned that there are some people out there, like I guess the keto diet, where they say that you should have, uh, I don't know, they said like you should have 80 or is it 60 or 70%, wherever it is, fat, followed by 20% protein, and the smallest amount being carbs, which is which sounds very counterintuitive until you learn about what they actually are discussing, or how the reasoning why, because the body will use the fat as energy and will burn the fat. So what they say is that fat will burn fat, and you'll lose it much faster. And I've had friends that were actually on the keto diet that have actually lost a lot of weight rather quickly, but it wasn't the only thing that they did. They went out and exercised as well, and so was it just the keto diet that helped them lose weight? I seriously doubt it. I'm sure it helped quite a bit. Anytime you have a diet, it's you should really focus on having that diet, but you should not starve yourself to death on a diet. Really, the biggest thing is eating in moderation, and then also cutting out, most likely, very strongly, you need to cut out the sugars, like the processed sugars, and then you need to exercise. Really, that's really the biggest thing. Uh, yeah, I agree. Definitely need to find people who will be very helpful for you, and especially those who will work out with you, and that kind of thing. So it's yeah, I can see benefits of all of it for sure. So, but it's not like it's the only thing that you rely on. Some people just want to be a couch potato, and they think they could just pop pills and eat a little bit less, and they'll lose weight. It might work, but it's only going to work for a certain amount of time before they will plateau out. So then it's like, what do you do? Then they're like, oh, I gained all the weight back. Well, yeah, because you didn't work out like me. I looked great. I was down 190, 200 pounds, at one time 210 recently, and then it's like you gain all the weight back. Why? Because you're not moving. You're just being a little bit of a couch potato. And yeah, I could use my excuse for school, but really that's not really an excuse either because you can still get out and exercise. So it's just being like a lazy person. That's just me. That's how I believe that's how I really gained my weight back. So yeah, there are a lot of trolls for sure, and those trolls are ones that would tend to be not so nice people. So you just ignore them and move on because if they want to be trolls, they're being buttheads for sure. And okay, whatever. So, but I'm definitely eager to find out how I appreciate like all the feedback that has been received. And it's definitely very, very appreciative of that. And so I will certainly be updating more and more as I go through my weight journey because I really want to share. And I'll probably just kind of utilize what I've been doing before, eat less, exercise more, especially with the weights. Although I've gotten kind of tired of walking 2 hours a day because I used to walk about 10 kilometers a day, for a long time. But it would always be like 2 hours. You're walking and it's a long time to walk. So, but I've had very little weight training in that. So I think I want to incorporate more weights this time around. Yeah, I think that's probably drinking water. It's probably the best. Although you get kind of tired of drinking water because it doesn't have taste, but it's really the best thing for you. I guess you're drinking 2 gallons of water. So if I imagine 2 gallons is probably about that's about what 2 to 3 liters of water, 4 liters of water maybe. I'm not sure. I don't remember the calculations there. Yeah. So, but just definitely keep sharing, and I will share my story with you as I learn, and I will certainly be using some of the products that I know about, and I will definitely let you know how those go. But I've always used products before, and most of them seem helpful. But I do find that most of the time it's just working out, drinking like Tony has said, drink a lot of water, and just working out and eating less. That's really the key thing in all of it. Usually when you take the products, it's just more of like an accelerator. Now it just helps you to accelerate more, but it's not the reason why you're actually losing the weight. Because even if you're a couch potato and you're taking products, you can still gain weight. And I actually found that out one time. Taking drinking a protein shake. Yeah, I ate a lot less, but then I would just take a protein shake, but I still gained weight. So it's really, like I said, it's really about activity. Anyway, I don't want to keep rambling on because I believe I am rambling on quite a bit. And I will see you guys maybe tomorrow or the next day. I'm not sure. I'll just pick a time to do it. But do the morning exercise if possible. If not, in the afternoon. And then really watch what I eat. That's what I will be doing. So I just want to thank you for your time, and I will definitely talk to you guys later. Thank you, Jen, for being on. Thank you for everybody who has given me great points, and also for warning me against trolls, that kind of thing. I really appreciate it. It's really, really, really awesome. And we will talk to you guys later. Okay, see ya. Bye-bye.